versus the 20 and 22 Kings. 4 baskets in the paint. After all my drills, I should be pretty good at post scoring. We'll see how well I can actually do. 3-point percentage down to 23.
How well they deal with Kobe Bryant.
And Tyreek Evans. We gotta watch out for Tyreek. We gotta watch out for Tyreek.
Scoring in the paint. So what do? Send him outside. Don't let him get to the sweet spot in the paint area.
On the other side, Clark, how about the Lakers? What should they key on?
They need to watch how Spencer Hawes gets
Easy.
going. He's an excellent rebounder on both backboards.
Spencer Hawes, that's the key to the game. If Spencer, I'll give you this. If Spencer Hawes is the key to the game's already won. He's not scoring. Let me just put it to you that way. No rebounds, no scoring, no blocks. He's getting nothing done in this game. To me, the key is Tyreek Evans. Tyreek Evans is a bucket in this game. Look at that. Just over the defender, no problem. That's the guy we got to watch out for. That's all good. It's all good. My bad. Hey, we keep possession. We keep possession. We get it back. Good job, team. Good ball movement. Feeding Wemby early, always a good sign, always a good strategy. Yo, we cranked these guys. 32 points last time. Yo, it's GG. These guys can't handle us. Yo, Teague. Oh, it's Jess. I forgot. It's Jess Teague. Not Jeff Teague, but Jess Teague.
They did a lot of things right.
And one.
Was done right.
Ooh, Spencer Hawes, the key to the game.
I thought they did a nice job exploiting every
Yo, why am I getting the release numbers on here, by the way?
It really looked very fluid. Nothing was forced.
He misses them both. On defense, the Lakers.
I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, I forgot to move that over. Oh, shoot. My bad. Hello?
He's up against Gasol. No good from West.
Right,
really not enough defensive pressure there to force that miss. He's got to be disappointed.
Our test.
Wait, now why is my bar there? Oh, there we go. Uh-huh. My bad. All right.
Great finish in
doesn't matter. Team doesn't need me.
And the Kings with possession. 4-point game. They come into this
Spencer Hawes has done nothing this game. You're welcome, team. This key to the game, this guy that was going to destroy us. Not today. Yo, get out of here, Tyreek. I spent 20 minutes yesterday doing contest shot. And Artest has missed everything he's done today. What a steal.
Here's the natural. It's in. He's got 6.
I've got 6. I'm on it today. I'm on it today. Vangelis, my #1 subscriber, is back. Hello, how's it going? You had to come eat some humble pie after that game yesterday, huh? You had to come and oh, tough.
Despite his height,
I mean, I saw the score. I don't watch the game, but I saw. Artest. He's on it. Okay, he's missed all his shots except for that one. We love it. Yeah, the Mavs Warriors game. Again, yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw the score. Mavs won. Okay. Cool, whatever. I'm kind of in this weird place. It's like I don't know if I want the Mavs to make the playoffs or not. It's like part of me, of course, because it's a team I've rooted for my whole life. I want them to make the playoffs.
But you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
Gasol backs in, shoots it, kept alive.
Oh, it's another putback for Wembanyama. Look at that. 4 out of 4 baskets in the paint. But no, I'm kind of like, do I want the Mavs to make the playoffs? Because I don't want the owners and the whatever, you know, the owners and the governor, whatever they call him. I don't want them to, you know, have success. But on the other hand, like, I want Kyrie to do well. I want, you know, the players to do well. But I just kind of don't want the team to do well because I don't want the ownership to feel like they were justified in making the worst trade in history. So it's a weird place to be in. So I don't really watch the games anymore, but of course I still follow the scores. But don't be happy about the win. The Mavs paid the refs. Again, like I said, I don't watch it, so it's hard for me to comment. But I would say less that the Mavs paid the refs and more that, if I had to guess, the league told the refs, yo, we can't have these fans going wild on a national TV game. We need you to make it close so that the fans won't be booing the entire time on national TV, because like Steph Curry is one of our best players and we're gonna have a lot of eyeballs on this game, so make it close and make the Mavs win so the home fans forget to boo. That's what I would guess.
Yeah, I think he'd be right there. As a matter of fact, you could put him in a group of all time.
Oh, you see the charge in the end? No, I didn't see the charge in the end. I just saw, it was close. I saw Kyrie had like 40. That was it. I didn't watch any highlights or anything.
The natural rips it down from high altitude.
It was a charge apparently. Oh, here we go, our test. Boom. We're cranking it on offense this game. Oh my word. And we've missed a bunch of shots too, but we've got a lot of good offensive putbacks and a lot of good fast break, easy points. Come on, back me down. What are you gonna do?
Backs down.
Nope, not like that. You're not. Bye-bye.
The natural. Here are the Lakers with the ball. A 12-point game.
Oh, come on, dude. How open do you need to be?
Knight. And it'll go the other way.
Out of bounds. Our ball.
Let's check out the
Kyrie moving his feet. And Jimmy scored an and one, but the refs called it a chart. Yo, tough. Tough. And what was the score? Would that have like put them in the lead?
Just need to take it a game at a time.
You know, anytime you face your rival, Kevin, you have no problem at all getting up for the game. I mean, you're ramped up more than normal. There's bad history typically. There's some love-hate relationship. But there's also admiration and respect.
Oh, it's too good.
Easy
points.
Beat that team more than others.
The Lakers got out.
Yeah, I feel like the charge block calls are getting weird in the NBA. I feel like it's nice in the playoffs. At least last year, it felt like they weren't making as many of like those 50-50 calls. They were kind of just letting the guys play. But like during the regular season, it just feels like you never know what you're gonna get on any given night for block charge calls. 23 seconds remaining would have put the Warriors in a 1 or 2 point lead. So they were down 1. Okay, and then he charged in and they called it a charge, not a block. That's tough, but like I say, playing at Dallas after what happened in the last game with fans booing and Mark Cuban yelling at fans and fans getting ejected from the stadium for booing and saying fire Nico. Now having a game like on ESPN or on TNT or whatever on ESPN, I think, for national TV, the NBA, Adam Silver is calling up the refs. He's like, yo guys, we can't have the Warriors blowing out the Mavs. That's not a good look. The fans will riot. It'll be dangerous. We need refs. We need to make it close. Give the Mavs all the help they can get. That would not surprise me. I mean, honestly, after what we saw with that trade, nothing would surprise me. Oh, Steve Kerr even challenged it. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. If you challenge it and still stays. My rebound. Oh, that was an offensive board. I, for some reason, thought we were on defense. Because I had such good position. I just assumed I was on defense. And that's a Welch.
From short range. Cannot hit. And it's
Steve Kerr challenged it, but they still called it a charge. That's how you know that they really want to fix it for the Mavs, especially with the AD injury now. They're like, no, we can't. We forced the Mavericks. Basically what they're saying is, the league's probably saying, we forced the Mavs to make this terrible trade so that the league would remain relevant, so that LA would remain relevant, so that LeBron would remain relevant. We forced them to make this terrible trade, and then AD gets injured, and so now they're feeling bad, and they're like, okay, actually, yo, that's tough. Okay, we're going to give them a couple wins here just so that they make the play-in game at least. Again, wouldn't surprise me. I feel like I'm a full-blown conspiracy theorist now, but I feel like there are not many Mavs fans that aren't full-blown conspiracy theorists these days. Oh, that's not over the back. He's just short. Dude, if David West wasn't such a wimp, oh my goodness, I'm just tall. I can reach over and take the ball. Come on.
With all of the great shooters they have,
I need to go. Okay, I'll go watch the play and I'll tell you when next time I see you. I'll tell you. I'll go watch it. But again, I feel like it's hard to say. But yeah, if you challenge it, I feel like that's different. Like I feel like in the moment, it's really hard for refs to make consistent calls on blocks and charges. But if you challenge it and you can watch it in slow-mo, I feel like that's where you can make a good decision. So that's tough if they didn't change it even after the challenge.
To number 1.
Foul.
Close. David West grabs the miss.
Once he gets it inside, Kevin, he's really a good finisher. That's a good effort defensively to force the miss.
Here's Miller. Cuts the score to single digits.
Nice
bucket by
single
the
digits.
fifth-year veteran out of UCLA. The natural.
Oh, that was in. Come on.
You can't fault that shot since he was
You
wide
can't
open,
fault it.
but he
True,
may
true,
have
true,
brushed
true.
it just a little bit.
You cannot fault
And
it.
coming up this Friday,
Jess Teague.
it'll be Kevin Garnett
No, sir.
and the Boston Celtics. The Philadelphia 76ers coming to town. Start time 7:30.
What a pass. Little fadeaway three. No. Why couldn't he just plant his feet? Why did he have to fade away to the side? I mean, that was a clear look.
Lakers on D.
No, 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 no. Get out of here. What recovery from Wemby. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. I'm in here. Oh, that was a terrible pass, Artest. I'm hitting you in stride wide open. And you're hitting me with that pass? Dude, you got to be kidding me right now. Roger Bell off the pick. Back to Wemby and one. No.
Just misses, but he'll get 2 shots at the line. They get Jason Thompson. And that advantage.
Like, why are my free throws so awful now?
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. Each of those rebounds are creating another scoring opportunity for him.
He's off on the second.
I feel like my free throws have become different. Like, I had a rhythm on my free throws, and now, like, I can see the release time for some reason. I didn't change any settings. Oh, Farmer and one.
That's on Brevin Knight.
How many blocks am I averaging? It's about 3.6, 3.7, I think. So Defensive Player of the Year should be locked up. MVP hopefully is locked up. And Most Improved Player, I'm actually up there as well, potentially. So there's a lot going on. And I'm up to 80 overall because I did a bunch of drills yesterday. And I did a bunch of drills yesterday, and so I'm up to an 80. I went from a 75 to an 80 overall. So I'm one of the top, like, 5 centers in the league for overall. I still don't 100% know who the other centers above me are, but yeah, I think I'm like top 5. Yo, the Kings are on a 12-0 run. We need to lock it down now. All right, Sessions.
Here's the natural.
Nice, strong finish.
His agility and soft touch really paid off there. Not many players could have laid that.
But yeah, no, a lot of good blocks. And again, all the drills, I was practicing blocks in my drills, and I did pretty good. Look at this. Boom. My timing's actually really good on blocks these days.
Tonight. Bryant.
Wait, that bounced way too high.
The Kings bring it up. They're on a 12-2 run. Pause, backs in, shoots from the
No,
post,
sir.
blocked,
I like that.
And he gathers the loose ball. Great play by the natural.
9, 8, 7. Sessions, nice finish on the fast break. Nice finish on the fast break.
Passes like that are fun to watch. Beautiful feed inside for the score.
All I saw was Steve Kerr talking some nonsense about
the Lakers have been on the scoring tear.
how the trade wasn't that bad and the fans need to chill. I was like, dude, it's not your team. It's not your team. Don't tell us what to do. Steve Kerr.
Let's now go to studio for the T-Mobile halftime
Oh,
report.
no, they shouldn't be booing in their own stadium, blah, blah, blah. The trade wasn't that bad, blah, blah. Dude, nobody cares, okay? It's not your team. Our coach hasn't even said that. Our coach hasn't even said that. But now the other opposing coach is saying that? Come on now. Come on, you're crazy. You're crazy, Steve Kerr. Worry about Jimmy Butler. Don't worry about our team.
Takes a 3. The natural has it, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest.
8th rebound, 2 more rebounds for a double-double.
Here's Bryant.
Boom. Oh, that was an assist.
Gasol tries to lay it in, but it doesn't go.
Unlucky.
With possession.
Unlucky, dude.
Right corner.
Back me down. Yo, I thought he was going to go up.
Let's loose for 3.
No. Oh, good rebound. Thank you.
I think he's really starting to lose confidence in his shot. Those misses are getting to him.
Dude, what was that, Sessions? You had an easy pass. Oh, I almost had that. Tyreek Evans. That was not goaltending, dude. Every time they cheat me on the goaltending. That was a rebound. That was a clean, free and clean rebound.
To Miami to take on the Heat at the American Airlines Arena. It's set to get going at 8 o'clock Eastern.
You can count
I saw
on
the
it that both
Clippers
teams
beat
wanna
the
win.
Grizzlies.
The natural.
Oh, easy. Look at that. I saw the Clippers beat the Grizzlies. I didn't see Ben Simmons out there. Didn't Ben Simmons get a buyout and sign with the Clippers? Still waiting to see if Ben Simmons becomes relevant again. Also, I heard Joel Embiid released some sort of an article or a statement, or the 76ers released some sort of an article about Joel Embiid's health, like right during the Super Bowl, so that nobody would notice. Talking about how like he'll never be the same again, and his health is screwed up, and he shouldn't have played the Olympics, and this and that, which nobody kind of remembers because they released it as they won the Super Bowl, or as Philadelphia won the Super Bowl, which is crazy. But, I mean, it's smart, but it's just like, are you kidding? How can they just get away with that?
In close, dumps it off.
Oh, unlucky. That wasn't a bad pass. It just barely got tipped. Come on.
Great D leads to easy offense.
The Lakers still holding on to a small lead.
It's anyone's game right now, partner. Every possession is critical.
Now Gasol, averaging 10 points per contest. Hauls it in off the defensive glass.
One thing I don't like is I think most Mavs are Luka fans and now won't support the team at all. It's true. And it's not even that like they're Luka fans, right? Like, I mean, yeah, they're Luka fans, but to them, the Mavericks and Luka are the same thing, right? Like, think about it. If you're like me, and you've been a Mavericks fan your whole life, but you know you're almost 30 years old. My entire life, for like the first 26 years of my life that I can remember, Dirk was on the team. So a lot of guys came and went, but Dirk was like the one mainstay. He was on the team the whole time. And so like you knew if you switched on a Mavs game, well, I don't know most of this team, but I know Dirk's there, right? And so Dirk kind of was the Mavericks. And then after Dirk retired, we had Luka. And Luka kind of became that thing. We've had a lot of different guys come and go. But Luka's been there for 7 years. Outside of Dwight Powell, Luka is the longest serving Mavericks player on the team. Swatted. And so when you turn on a Mavs game, Kyrie's only been there like 2 years. PJ Washington, Gafford, 1 year. Lively got drafted like, what, a year and a half, 2 years ago. Omax, Jaden Hardy, all rookie or like, you know, 1 year players. And then obviously now Christie and AD we just got. And so what's tough is there's nobody on this team that's been there a long time. Like when you're a fan base that's used to having at least one player that's good, that's been there long term, and now you don't, it's just a totally different team. It's like, why would I root for this team? I don't have any emotional connection to any of these players. I mean, except for like maybe Lively and like Hardy and stuff, but again, they just haven't had enough time to be on the team. 2-3 years from now, for sure, Lively, even like next year. Next year, like Lively, I mean, because he was good in the playoffs, he plays a lot. He feels like, and we drafted him. He's like, okay, he feels like a Mavs player, but oh come on, you got to be kidding me.
Deflects the pass, and it's tracked down by the Kings. Here's Thompson, lays it in off the glass. So it's the Lakers now. 3-point lead.
Right, okay, so yeah, so you were supporting PSG you started supporting PSG when Mbappe was there, and after he left, you still support PSG. Like, I get it. That's true.
Bryant from just inside the arc. The rebound by the natural.
But
and that gives him a double
does
cover.
PSG, like, how many players have been on PSG long term? Like, it's the same for Man United. Like, there was a time there in the middle, like, especially after Rooney left, where, like, I stopped really caring about Man United for a while because I just didn't know any of the players. It's like we bought new players, like we got Pogba back finally from Juventus. He was no good, but at least we had Pogba, and then we had Rashford and, like, Lingard. We had guys that had come up through the youth, but then we got rid of Lingard. We signed guys like Martial and Fernandez and stuff, and so it's just I didn't know any of the players except for, like, De Gea. And it's like you switch on a Man United game and you're like, I just don't know any of these guys. They might be good, but I mean, they weren't good. But whereas now, obviously, we got rid of Rashford, but, like, Fernandez has been there for so long, you know, and, like, a lot of the other guys have there are some guys on the team that have been there kind of long term that you turn it on, you're like, okay, this guy's been in the team consisting of Maguire, guys like that. Like, for me, I feel like you need some guys that have been there long term that actually play consistently to, like, give the team some identity. Otherwise, it's like imagine you took the entire Real Madrid squad, I guess minus Mbappe. Maybe you take the entire Real Madrid squad minus all the ex-PSG players and you just switch it with PSG. And then they go and win the Champions League, but they're now PSG. Like to me, I wouldn't be, like, very interested in that team because I have no relationship with any of those players. Or, like, if you took the entire Celtics roster and just, like, somehow swapped them with the Mavericks roster, and then that team went and won a title this year, I wouldn't even care about that because I don't care about any of these players. You know, like, I have no relationship to any of these players. And again, it may come from having rooted for Dirk for so long that I'm just kind of spoiled. But, like, think about it. The Mavericks currently, like, outside of Dwight Powell, who barely plays, the longest serving player on the Mavericks, who's been on the squad for the longest amount of time, is Kyrie Irving, who's been there 2 years. Like, not even, barely 2 years. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, how many, like, maybe that's just the way the league is going, but, like, how many teams have that? I mean, like, LeBron's been at the Lakers longer than that. Reeves, like, all these guys that are playing on the Lakers have been there, you know, a decent amount of time. Rui, guys like that. I mean, you look at obviously, the Golden State has Draymond and Steph. Obviously, Celtics drafted their guys, Giannis, Jamal Murray and Jokic. You know, like, it seems like every team has, like, some guys. You know, the Heat have Bam and Hero. Like, it seems like every team has their guys, and the Mavs had Luka, now they don't.
That's where you're get the high percentage looks. Easy two there.
Yeah, PSG is kind of like Real Madrid in that, like, they buy a lot of really good players, and Man United's been like that too. And so it's just tough to follow sometimes because every season it seems like there's just, you know, 5 new players and the guys that you kind of knew are gone. And for me, I like continuity. I like having some of the same players game in and game out, season in, season out. At least even just 1 or 2. Like I say, like Luka and Maxi Kleber were basically, like, the only 2 guys that were, like, long-term players for the Mavs. But then they both got traded in the same trade. But even still, it's only 1 or 2 players, but that's enough for me, just to have 1 or 2 core players that are like, oh yeah, these are the Mavs players that I like, that I can kind of relate to and be like, oh yeah, so-and-so's on the team. And then even if you have other guys going in and out, but anyway, again, it may just be, like, I feel like Dallas sports, like,
you know what, Kevin? It has not been done yet. You have to go back to the Lakers, the run-and-gun Lakers of the 80s, but they were a good defensive team as well. I think you need a combination.
Come on, steal it here.
Tempo, but you have to be able to defend
but I feel like Dallas,
in the playoffs and also be able
like, we've been spoiled. We had, you know, Mike Modano for a while when I was growing up. We had Michael Young, who was on the Rangers, the baseball team, for, you know, 15 years, it felt like, when I was growing up. You know, we had Dirk for such a long time. You know, there's just every sport felt like there's at least one or two guys that were like our guys. And so you kind of just got used to the fact that, oh yeah, the team revolves around these few guys. Maybe the Mavs will tank and get Cooper Flag. I mean, I don't even think we would have to try and tank. I think it's very possible we could be in the lottery even without trying to tank, because, I mean, AD is out for another few weeks at least. No way Kyrie puts up performances like that every night. Very possible that we drop out of the top 10. So the problem, I think, with the Cooper Flag thing is a lot of teams have been tanking the whole season. And so they've got a bit of a lead on us in terms of the games that they've lost. So I don't think we could get good enough odds to actually get Cooper Flag, which is unfortunate.
And always makes big plays.
Gasol's in the post. West is there. Down low.
Nice layup. Good job, Artest. Yeah, that's another question. Do we have our own picks? Not really. We traded a lot for Kyrie. And so I don't know if we have our own pick this year. We didn't have our own pick last year, so surely we have our own pick this year. Surely we have our own pick this year because we didn't have our own pick last year. And you aren't allowed to trade back-to-back first-round picks. So it could be like a pick swap this year or something weird, but...
Here's the natural.
Oh, we needed that one. We should hopefully still be good unless I get fouled. My free throws have been awful. Hey. Actually, Kobe's pretty good in the clutch. Let them foul Kobe.
He's got 8. The Kings will go for
we should surely have our pick.
They still got to foul them a second time to get into the penalty and send them to the strike.
No, don't pass it to me. There we go. Like, I don't want to be taking free throws. My free throws have been off lately. I need to upgrade my free throw shooting.
Playing against 2 opponents now. The other team plus the shot clock.
Okay, we needed that one. Big. Puts us up by 3. One more. Easy, GG.
And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, Kev, he may have given them just enough to make this a done deal.
Coach Myers calls time. They're losing by 4. 9 seconds left in the game. Mark, what do you think?
Every second counts now. You got to score quickly, then foul.
So it's Sacramento.
They're not looking to score quickly here.
4. To the high post. The Kings will foul to stop the clock.
Yeah, no, I think we have our own pick this year. It's just confusing with all the pick swaps and stuff now. Because, again, it used to be you couldn't trade back-to-back first-round picks. But now, like, you can trade a first-round pick and then a first-round, like, pick swap, you know, to kind of get around that rule. So, yeah, it's always confusing. But, yeah, no, that sounds right. So, I mean, we have our own pick, but...
2 seconds left in the 4th. Clark, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like the league is going to make the Mavericks good. Tyreek Evans, no sir. Good game. Wemby player of the game. If Wemby's not player of the game, it's GG. There's no way.
49-45. For his steady play, the natural.
The natural. Look at that, 19 and 11. 2 steals. How many blocks? No assists. I tried to get assists, but it.
Ready for your glowing review? I'd like
6
to start
blocks.
Off by saying that I thought your shot selection was
Oof,
fantastic.
19, 11, and 6, 64%. But I missed so many free throws.
Smart shots. And I almost
was 1 of 6.
You were all over your man.
I could have had 24 points.
Were bad looks because
I was
you were
destroying
in his face.
these guys.
Playing great defense when your man has the ball isn't really that hard.
We shot less.
It just takes hard work and effort.
Shot less
if you can repeat that
field goal percentage, but we
game.
had more threes, and we had way more points in the paint and way more rebounds. GG.